Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy, coming to you with another video on a Monday morning, and y'all know what that means. It's what sold, it's some thrift haul, it's some auction buys. I got that too. Let's get going. All right, here we're ready on another Monday morning. We're getting the week started. I've been working on a bunch of different stuff going on here. This week is gonna be a crazy busy week for me. All kinds of stuff. Too much stuff to talk about just in one video. But yeah, I had sales on eBay. 19 items sold, but only 400 bucks. So the average sale price was pretty low. I sold a lot of lower dollar items. Only one item over $30 for the weekend. So had the sales coming in, but just just wasn't that right stuff. I'm happy for the 19 sales. I'm happy to get the $400. But I want more. We always want more on the weekend. My goal every single weekend is $1,000. That's my goal for the weekend. Hit it sometimes, but not too often lately. We haven't been hitting that number lately. But yeah, let's get into some of the sales first. Like I said, I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that I've picked up here this last week. Had a sports auction just the other day. I picked up a few things there, so I'll show you some of the kind of things that I buy there. Yeah, let's get into it. We'll do the sports card stuff first because there was a decent amount of sports card stuff. Some of the cheaper stuff was definitely because of the sports cards. Yes, look, all these plus a few more. Some of the cheap stuff. Ryan Sandberg, 87 Donruss opening day set, $1.49. Two different buyers bought the Ricky Hendersons from the same set. Those are also $1.49 each. So that's a whopping 3 times $1.49 free shipping. I'm getting rich that way. I'm getting rich. Getting rich $1.49 at a time. I sold one Magic the Gathering card. That was it. Just one Magic the Gathering card. Without my glasses, there's no way I'm going to be able to read the name here. You will see it in the pop-up because it's kind of a weird name. I think this sold for $5.99. Am I right? I think that was a $6 card. A few other cool cards. These are the cooler cards here. Ray Lewis Refractor card, 2006 Topps Ray Lewis Refractor. Bought this out of a dollar box at a card show, and I believe it sold for $8. Am I right? Was that $7.99? I'm not looking at the screen today. That's my goal, is to not look at the screen. It's going to mess me up because a lot of these other items sold through offer, and I'm not going to remember the price. I'm not even going to be close. We sold a Louis Tiant autograph card. This was another card that I bought out of a bargain box. I believe I paid $3 for this, and it sold for through offer. I'm going to put up the little square like down here or over here somewhere with the correct price. I think it was like $11.24. Did I get it right? Did I get it right? Because I think I had it at like 13 and sent it like a 10% off. So it was a weird number. $11.24, I think. Maybe. So the Michael Vick rookie card. This is like the gold version. So the foil down here you see is gold. I think it was normally blue or red. I can't. Somebody will let me know. But it was blue or red was the regular one. So they made a gold parallel. Slightly tougher to get. Sold for $10 plus shipping on that one. And all of these are all going out eBay standard envelope. Nice and easy to do those. So those are going to ship quickly. One more item that'll go out in an envelope is another one of these bat knob decals, Colorado Rockies, number 47. This one, not very good condition. I sent out like a 15% offer on this one, and yeah, they took it. So it sold for like $8.50. So me and my buddy will split the net proceeds of that. I think it works out to like $3.70. I calculated it just a minute ago. Big money on those too. But they're free for me. It's free inventory, and they literally take seconds to list and a few seconds to ship. So for $3 and some, normally we get 4 if I don't send an offer. So $4. $4 is $4. All right. Did sell some more WNBA basketball cards. Only one buyer bought them, though. It didn't have a lot of sales this weekend, but what was nice is they bought 3 of 3 different players. So they bought 3 of, who is that? Cheryl Swoops? Yeah, 3 Cheryl Swoops, and you'll see a couple that pops up. I couldn't get all 3 of them onto one picture, so you'll just see 2 of them. Some of them were $5 each. I think Lisa Leslie, because they bought 3 Lisa Leslies. I think these were $5 each. And then 3 of the Cynthia Cooper cards. So a total of 9 cards. So it was 15, 15, and 12, I think. Again, you'll see in the pop-up. So pretty good little sale. They're like 40 some dollars for those. Now it was free shipping on those, but I'll just put these into a team bag, put it into a bubble mailer, and it's going to ship out for like $4. So that's pretty good. That WNBA purchase is turning out to be way better than I expected. All right, gotta get a quick drink. Big question of the day is always, what is Mike drinking today? What's in Mike's cup? Today we got Diet Coke, just boring Diet Coke. But I had to pull it out of the freezer. And let me know, how many of you need to have your drink super, super ice cold? And that's how I am. Like, if I'm drinking Diet Coke, it has got to be super cold or I'm just not even going to drink it. So I put it in the freezer for a little while, but every once in a while you forget about them and it turns into a big brick. Yeah, that kind of happens. Had a few explode through the years. That'll happen. Then you have to spend the next 15 minutes cleaning out your freezer. But today, oh, I got the perfect amount of time in the freezer. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's nice and ice cold. All right. More sales. You guys see the little mess can you see this little mess? Here, I'm going to show you this little army of things down here. Show you right here. All these. Yeah, those are all little DC figures that, let me get this adjusted back. The Circle K stores out here in Arizona did a little promo where you spent like $10. You got one of these little hero sticks, they call them. DC characters. In one of the stores, I found a big ass bag full of them for $6. I spent $6 for all these. So I've been opening up the packs. I had taken some of the packs to my booth, and they come also with a little like collectible booklet, so you can store them in there and display them. It hasn't sold. It's been in my collectibles booth for over a month now, and it hasn't sold. So I figured I got to take a different approach with these. So I started opening the packs, and yes, I'll show you what a couple of the figures look like. So we got like Superman here and Batman. So they kind of almost look like Funko Pops. They're kind of like cute versions, almost like kid versions of these characters. And these are all DC. So you got Wonder Woman, you got Harley Quinn, and a bunch of other ones. So anyway, there's 24 different ones. I've opened, oh my gosh, it probably looks like close to maybe 100 packs. And I only have 23 of the 24 different. And then there's some that I only have one of. So their distribution, pretty terrible. I got like 15 of the bat symbol, which again, at least it's the bat symbol. It's popular. So I'm going to try to sell these a little bit differently in my booth. What I'll probably do is I'll take like the Batman and I'll take a bat symbol and I'll put those in a little baggie, maybe put them out there for like $3. See if they sell like that. Maybe $2, $3. I don't know, something. And then I'll take one where I'll put a bunch of the figures, or maybe I'll put all the different like logos. We got the Joker, we got Superman, all the different logos together, put those in a little bag. They display a little nicer and look better when you can actually see the character versus just seeing this little bag. You might not know exactly what's inside. So got to try something a little different because there's definitely some money here. It's just a matter of how I got to market this. If you look on eBay, because I know somebody said, Mike, why don't you just list some of those packs on eBay? I know somebody said it. Raise your hand if you did. If you look out on eBay, there's a decent amount of big lots listed and not a lot sold. A few sold, but not too many. Because actually, when I went to this store that day, they had 2 of these bags, and I only bought 1. There was enough packs in there. For the price, I probably should have bought them both. You know, eventually, I'll make some money on them. But I was working on that the other day. I was watching some YouTube videos, just snipping these packs open, opening these things. So that's an off topic from what sold, but you know, they were sitting here, so I figured I'd explain why they're sitting here. Sales stuff over here. I sold 2 of these Starline mini posters. One person bought 2 of them, so they bought John Elway and Barry Sanders. That's pretty nice. So I can ship 2 of these together. I think I have these at like $8 a piece. So you'll see the pop up. I think they're $7.99 plus shipping for that. So they paid. This, I think, this was my favorite. It wasn't the most expensive. I think it was the second most expensive item that sold. But yeah, I just found this last week and listed on eBay. A cart rolled out at Goodwill. You got to find those carts when they're rolling out. Just got lucky I was there when the cart came. And I saw this brand new Swiss Army knife made by, who is it? Victorinox? Victorinox? Is that how you pronounce that? But it's got this giraffe pattern on there. I didn't know if it would sell or not, but it was $2.49 that day, so pretty good little find. When I searched, used the barcode, I searched it up, I couldn't find any new. There were some solds of this same giraffe pattern for like $15, $18, somewhere in that range. So I listed mine at $30, and it sold within an hour. So maybe I priced it a little bit too cheap. I'm still happy turning $2.49 into $30. But yeah, that was a great find. Gotta enjoy and appreciate when you can find the cool stuff like that. And it's gonna be easy to ship. This thing's gonna be easy to ship. I'm gonna make $20+ just on that item. How many times have you seen me sell silverware on this channel? Not too often. A couple times through all the years of me reselling. But one day I just saw a bag of some silverware, and I figured I'd take a look to see who made it, and it was Lennox brand. And Lennox, has a decent name out there. I don't think they're top shelf or anything, but it's Lennox. So there was a bunch of it. There was a couple different sets like this. So you got 4 forks and a total of 8 spoons. You got like a soup and is it a dinner spoon? Is it a soup and a dinner spoon? I don't know. I don't know silverware. Either way, I was able to find out the pattern, list it, and it sold through offer. $21. $21. I think I had it at 30. So I still have one more set like this, and then I have one set that has like 4 forks and 4 spoons. So it was a decent amount of stuff in there. I think I paid $10 for all of it. So I'm already in the profit with 2 more little sets of stuff to sell. So you can kind of see how I got bundled up. But I'll bubble wrap that and put it into a box before I ship it out. Just wanted to keep that stuff together pretty nicely. All right, another item that was in a big Goodwill bag. How many times do I say that I find stuff in those hanging bags? It might be one of my favorite sections to look at because I think a lot of people overlook those. But a bunch of these Bakugan brawlers had one bag that had a ton of them in there. So I separated them by color and did lots out on eBay. And I had 6 or 7 different lots. Haven't sold one in a while. I think I sold 3 of them pretty quickly. And then this one, finally, again, through offer. A lot of offers. I think there's 7 or 8 different ones in here. What did this sell for? I think I had it for 20. Did I have it for 20 and sold it for 16? Again, you'll see the pop-up. I kind of like playing this guessing game. It tests my memory of what I sold stuff for. And sometimes I bet most of the time I'm off. I say sometimes, but I think it's the majority of time. All right, this one I do remember. This, again, just not like the little random things that I find on the shelf at Goodwill. Actually, this was a Deseret Industries. And why I like the small toys at Deseret is because they price them cheaply. $1 to $2 each is all they price all these small little toys like this for. So yeah, I bought this one for $1 too. Don't remember exactly. It's a Barbie Peekaboo Petites. Yeah. And I don't have my glasses. I can't remember the name, but that's the doll's name. You'll see it in the pop-up too. But yeah, just this little clamshell packaging. Had it listed for $20. And I believe I sold it for $16.99. I think sold for $16.99. I think it was 20% off. So $1 into 16. I'm never going to remember the exact price, but I'm not looking at the screen all day today. I got too much to do. All right, Bob the Builder. Look, this looks like a dollar store pack. When you look at this, those things look pretty cheap in there. I actually thought that this was sort of like a dollar store or something pack. A little Easter pack, it says. But it does say die-cast vehicles on here. So it does say these are die-cast. Maybe there's some plastic parts as well. I paid $3 for this one, and I was really surprised that they're as valuable as they are. I think this one did sell for full price because I just found it last week. Listed it on like Friday or Saturday. I believe $21.99. Was that right? $21.99 for those. So $3 into 22. That's good profit. I like those. The heaviest item and the most expensive item. So I got at least one other thing to show still. But yeah, this has been in my store for a while. This is one of these collectible trading card games like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, all that stuff. And it's called Wyvern. And I think it was kind of popular for a little while. But this is starter decks. And there are 12 starter decks in this thing. I think I paid $40 for this when I got it. But it's been in my store for a year or so. And I originally had it at like $100, kept lowering the price a little bit, and then I sent an offer. How much did I get? I'm not remembering. $67? Is that the price? Again, you'll see the little pop-up at the bottom. I think I got like $60-some. Some people will open these up and sell the decks individually for, $10 or so, try to get a little more money, but I didn't want to open them up and sell them individually. Figured I'd wait for the sale. I was hoping I'd get that at $100 initially. But obviously I didn't and had to discount the price and get whatever somebody would give me at this point. One more item sold. I'm pretty sure that's it. I always got to look around because you guys know I always forget stuff that I listed or sold. All right, here's something else. First time, I think this is the first time I've ever sold some yarn. Some Cherub Aran wave. I don't know this stuff, you guys. I get it. I look it up. I scan the code. If it looks like I can make a little bit of money on it, I buy it. So I bought this little bag it was in a bag. It wasn't in a Goodwill, but it was one of the small little thrift stores. Paid, I can't remember exactly, $5, $6, $7 for all of this. Figured I'd just put it in one lot. You'll see some people selling one of these or maybe two of them together. I didn't want to do onesies, twosies. I did 7 Z's, put them all together. Originally had it at 30, and I think this was another one of these items I sold at a pretty good discount, sold for like $21, I believe. I believe it was something like that. So I sold some yarn. I think I have like 2 or 3 more lots of different colors, different types. Bought that same day. But I figured I'd give it a try. Figured I'd try out some yarn, see if it would sell. And it did. It did take a while. That's probably been in my store 2-3 months at least. So slower seller, but it did sell. All right, now I did say I'm going to show you some stuff that I found at the thrift store last week. Today's Monday, so I haven't done any thrifting this week. I really wish I had enough time to go hit one particular thrift store on Monday morning, just because this store's been pretty good lately. I've been getting some good stuff out of there, but I just can't. Monday is so busy for me. So anyway, last week I went to that same store twice and found good stuff both days. One thing I'll show you here, I'll do a little pop-up. At my collectibles booth, I finally got me a security camera up. And it's up, hiding up at the top. Not hiding, people can see it. It's pretty obvious. I want people to know that there's a camera there. So that camera is there. I bought that, got it for $2. It's an Arlo camera. A really good camera. Got that for $2. Got that set up when I went out there Friday, so that's pretty good. So hopefully those darn card thieves will slow down or stop their thieving. Don't like that. Don't like the thieving. But one other thing I found, and actually... I would actually use these cameras instead if I could, but I can't use their Wi-Fi in the store. That's the bad problem. So I could use their Wi-Fi for these. But these are 2 Ring cameras. 2 Ring cameras. They're the wired kind, and they got here. They're not the battery pack kind, so you got to plug these 2 in. And how much were these 2? $7. $7 for 2 Ring cameras. I haven't tested them out, but so far I bought a few Ring things in the past, and actually we've used them in the home. And that's what we'll probably do with these. We got a couple Ring cameras in the house already, as long as the doorbell, and can always use a couple more. I might put one outside somewhere if I can find a good spot for it. But yeah, home security is important. Home security is important these days. A lot of bad people out there trying to take your stuff and break into your house. At least I see it in the little neighborhood pop-up things all the time when people breaking into cars, sheds, trying to jimmy their back doors open. So protect yourself, protect your home. Ring doorbell. All right, that's a good ad, right? Yeah, okay, maybe not. All right, what else have I been finding? There is stuff back here. I did find a bunch of video games the other day. Now, I'm not going to make a lot on these, but I'm trying to expand the video game section at my booth. Been doing pretty well. Every week, every pay period, every 2-week pay periods, I'm selling between 2 to 5 or 6 games. And that's because I don't have a lot in there. And some of the ones I have in there, I know it's kind of shelf fillers. They're not the greatest ones, but same with these. I paid, I think, like $2.75, is kind of how it worked out with the discount. And most of these are going to sell for like $5 or $6. So not huge profits, but again, just trying to get that shelf full and expand that video game section. So we got PS3 MAG. We got PS3 Mass Effect 3. We got Uncharted 2. I've had the Uncharted several times, and those have sold for me. So even though they don't sell for a lot, I think, like I said, like $5, $6. We got Indiana Jones for the Wii. These Lego games are fantastic. I love the Lego games. If I never played another game again and could only play Lego ones, I would do that. They're a lot of fun. And then a Wii Summer Sports. Again, I actually just printed out my labels for these the other day. Let me see if there's any above 5. Ooh, one of them was only $4. 5, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So not the greatest games, but at $2.75, I'll still make a little bit of money and expand that video game section. I'll throw up a picture to show you the shelf where I have the games. I got about, maybe this many video games right there. Not a whole lot. It's tough to keep finding games at good prices that I can make money on that are titles that people want. That's part of it. But I'm going to have a video coming out probably in a couple weeks. I'm going to guess it's going to take a couple weeks. I bought a bunch of video games off shopgoodwill.com. I know. A lot of people are protesting, not wanting to go on shopgoodwill.com. They want them to put that stuff in the stores. Unfortunately, here in Arizona, different regions have stopped putting video games in the store, and 100% of the video games go on the computer shopgoodwill.com. Yeah. It's not like they put one video game out once in a while. No, you can ask them. All the video games go online. Not every store out here, just a couple of the different regions around here. So there are still some stores, obviously, that I find them at. So I think I bought four different video game lots and one sports card lot the other day. The reason why is because I bought them from Goodwill of like Central Phoenix. So the shipping is pretty cheap. Shipping was only like $7 per day that I bought stuff. So one day I bought 3 lots and they only charged like $7 plus a $5 handling fee. So that's actually pretty cheap shipping for what I bought. The next time I bought 2 lots on 2 separate days and I was still able to combine the shipping on those, and it was the same shipping price, $7 and something plus the 5. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually go and pick that stuff up. It's not too far away from me. It would probably take me, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes to get to their location. So it's something that I could do if I wanted to buy bigger items. I could pick those items up. So that is a bonus. So you just got to find when you're looking on Goodwill. I don't know if you can search by zip code or find your state. I don't know if there's a way to do that. I just happened to stumble into the listings for an Arizona one, and I started looking at the stuff they have for sale, and they had a lot of video games. So, all right, that's what I was talking about. I'll do that video in the future just to kind of show you what I got, kind of break it down price per item and show you why. All right, here's a few more Goodwill finds, stuff that's going to my collectibles booth. Found a plush Pichu. I don't do a lot of plushes, but every once in a while I'll find them for like $1 or $2. And certain characters will sell almost immediately. So I got this little Pichu, paid $2 for it. It's going to sell for $5. I'm going to put my $5. Not making a lot of money on it, but I want people buying stuff from my booth. I want them going there, knowing there's good deals, good bargains, and hopefully they'll buy other stuff too, or just keep them coming back going, hey, last time we heard that one guy, that reseller guy, had some good stuff in his booth. Let's go check it out. We got to make sure to check his booth out. And that's why I put stuff like that in there. Not huge money, but money. I like money. This is the exact same thing. These World's Smallest. I'm sure you've seen these things at Target or Hot Topic or I don't know, a bunch of different stores sell these little World's Smallest things. So as long as I get them for $2 or less, I buy them. Again, it's a $5 item, but I've sold every one that I put in my booth for $5. In the stores, they sell for like $7 or $8. So it's not like I'm giving them a huge amount off. But again, I have no problem turning $2 into $5. I know they take their fees, so I'm still doubling my money. I will double my money every single day. I'd love to double my money every single day. All right, next, I just thought this thing was kind of cool. We got a Hawaiian shirt, but do you notice what it is? Do you notice the logo? Do you notice the logo? We got right here, we got DraftKings. So this must have been like a promotional shirt that DraftKings did at one of their, I don't know, parties or whatever. Now, they only put it out at $2.99, which for clothing here in Arizona is really super cheap. Goodwills don't put out clothes that cheap. Just as an example, I bought 2 new pairs of shorts at Goodwill the other day. Now, they're new to me. They weren't brand new with tags. They looked pretty darn new. $12.99. They marked the pairs of shorts out here $12.99. But I needed some new shorts, and at the store, they're $25, $30. So if I can get them for $10, I will do that, and that's what I did. But I don't know what the price of that shirt is. I'll have to look it up. It's a large. If it were an extra large, maybe I would keep it and use it for certain occasions, maybe on poker night or night out with the guys. But it's a large. Got a little belly going right now, so I can't fit into that large, so I'll sell it. Check this out. All right, yeah, this wasn't a thrift store find, but yeah, look at this. Chicago Cubs. Got me a Cubby stool. You know what makes this cool? This came from the actual team clubhouse here in Arizona. In Mesa, Arizona is where the Cubs do their spring training. You guys know, I've talked about it before. I have a few contacts that I'm able to get some stuff that, this is probably an item that they were getting ready to get rid of. It's fairly worn. So somehow they find their way out of the clubhouse to somebody else, to me. That's how I got it. I paid $40 for that. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of a unique item. It's not like you see them all over the place. I don't know if there's any on eBay. I honestly didn't even look. So I have a couple of friends that are Cubs fans, so I may see if they want that first, sell it to them, and maybe make a little bit of money on it. If not, I don't really want to put it on eBay. I might take it to my collectibles booth. I could do that. Put it in there. I think, because it came from the clubhouse, some Cubs crazy fan might want that. Maybe I could get $75, $80 for it, or at least I can try. All right, here's the last few items for show and tell. I found this really cool vintage Mickey Mouse. Let's see. Yeah, little cool vintage Mickey Mouse guitar. A mouse guitar. I looked them up on eBay. Some of the listings were saying this was from like the 50s. I don't know if it's that old, but definitely old guitar. I don't think this is the original string. It could be. Again, I gotta look. $5.49. I don't think it's a home run or anything, but I just stuff like that's so cool. Probably be something that I put in my booth for like 20. I'll try for $20. There's got to be some cool Mickey Mouse fan out there. All right, I did find let's see. Actually, no, the rest of the stuff is from the auction that I did the other day. A couple little cheap items that I got me one of these little muscle machine cars. I paid $1 for it. I think these usually sell for, I don't know, $5 to $7 in my booth. Got Mr. Freeze from Batman, the animated series. Surprisingly, these don't have a whole lot of value. I just got one of the Joker the other day. The packaging was a little beat up, but I think I put that one in my booth for like $7. This packaging is a little bit better, so maybe that's a $10 one if I'm lucky. I bought a Hines Ward autograph photo. Actually, I really like this one a whole lot. So we got like a black and white photo and big autograph right here in this open area, and it's already authenticated by JSA, so that's a bonus. I paid $20 for this already signed. Now, if you already have this photo signed and you go to JSA, they're going to charge you at least $20, maybe $25 to get Hines Ward authenticated. So just to get that already authenticated is great. I have a friend that's a Steelers fan. I don't know if he would want this. I don't know if he has room for it. If not, I'll sell it in my collectibles booth probably is where I'll do that. Maybe eBay. I don't know how much Hines is going for these days, but I thought that was pretty nice. Move that out of the way so it doesn't get too messed up. I have a few boxes down here. Now, I bought a box of Pinocchio, The Adventures of Pinocchio. Who is that? What's that guy's name? Is that Jonathan Taylor Thomas? Is that who played in the Pinocchio movie? I don't know. But yeah, they did card literally for everything back in the 90s. Yeah, The Adventures of Pinocchio trading card box. I'm sure there's somebody that loves that movie. I'm sure there's somebody out there going, that was my favorite movie as a kid. Let's see, I bought a box of Racing. I think I paid like $10 for that. Probably will go for like $15 in my booth. Not a whole lot. Again, it's not like this stuff I can find for $2 and $3 and sell it for $15, $20. Some of the sports card stuff, it's just lower profit on them. I'll actually make more on this box. One of these Desert Storm boxes. Again, I told you in the 90s, they made cards for everything. I think they made 3 different series of Desert Storm, but I'll pay up to like $3 a box for it, and I sell it for $12 in my booth, and it sells. It does sell. Every time I put a box in there, within a few weeks, it's gone. This will be the same thing. Wild Card Basketball. Got a box of that. This is, I think, is from 1991. No real good cards in here, but some people buy them. It's fairly rare. And then some Pokemon cards. Yeah, these are little theme decks, battle decks, it says. I paid $25 for the box. You can buy this on eBay for like $30. I saw one for like $37 plus shipping. So there's 6 different decks in here. So you can see this way. You got, it looks like 3 of this one and 3 of that one. Here's the problem with Pokemon stuff at my booth is it's one of the higher theft items out there. Even the guy that runs the mall tells me that Pokemon and clothes are the 2 things that get stolen the most out there. I'd put sports cards on there as well. I get a lot stolen. At least it seems like it. But I'll try a couple decks. I'll put some of my little security tabs on there. Hopefully they'll get bought and not stolen. But, you know, you got to cross your fingers and hope that maybe the camera will help. All right. Like I said, this is a crazy week. I got like 4 appointments set up during the week, as well as my regular business, getting this stuff done, getting videos out. I'm leaving on Friday. I'm going to Las Vegas with a friend for a card show. Yeah, I haven't been up to the Vegas card show. We went up there last year at this time and did that card show. Went and did some buying up at that card show, and we're doing it again. So me and my buddy Jay, we're going to go up. We're going to leave Friday. We'll stay 2 nights, and we'll come back on Sunday. There's not going to be like a lot of gambling and drinking and that kind of stuff. I'm sure I'll throw a few bucks in a slot machine and maybe a couple bucks at a blackjack table or something. But not a whole lot. I'm going to be tired after going through cards. Honestly, if anybody that knows cards, if you've been at a card show, first off, walking around the card show and then just going through thousands and thousands of cards, because that's what I do. I like digging through bargain boxes and finding deals. You guys know that. I talk about it a lot, especially on that Card Guy channel. Are you guys subscribed to that Card Guy channel? If not, go check it out. Link down below. All right, I'm going to end this video there. I thank y'all for coming here. Guys, I say it every time, but I really do appreciate y'all coming here, spending some time. For those of you that make it to this part of the video, especially, I know there's a lot of people that come in here and they'll watch the video. They'll watch 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then go, all right, let me go check out SB Mowing. I want to go watch him mow some lawns. Yeah, it's one of the ones I've been watching too. But I appreciate you coming here, checking out this channel and that card guy and everything else. So thanks for watching. See you next time.